Hey everybody, Jim here with another video for you. This is 50 Years in Film, my 10 favorite films from 2014 and 2015. But before I begin, at the end of this video, if you like what you see, please consider giving me a thumbs up, a possible subscribe, but most importantly, please leave comments. Let me know what your favorite films are from these years and how you feel about my picks in general. Now, before we begin, I want to start with the normal caveats. Number one, these are not all of the films from those respective years. They are simply the films that I own in my collection. And the number two caveat, and most importantly, these films are basically my favorite films from these years, not the best. It has nothing to do with quality of filmmaking or acting or anything along those sorts. It is strictly by entertainment value, by my own personal tastes. So bearing that in mind, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right in. We're going to start off with 2014, and we're going to do what we normally do. We're going to count down from 10 to 1. We're not going to go into plots. So, starting right away with number 10, from 2014, I give you Nightcrawler, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Riz Ahmed, Rene Russo, and the late, great Bill Paxton. Directed by Dan Gilroy. This is a great movie, excellent performances. I think it's Gyllenhaal's best performance. Number 9, Whiplash, starring Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons in his Academy Award-winning role for Best Supporting Actor. Written and directed by Damien Chazelle. I'm a drummer. I absolutely love this film. Even if I wasn't a drummer, I would still love it. Great performances, especially from J.K. Simmons. Number 8, John Wick, starring Keanu Reeves, Willem Dafoe, Michael Nyqvist, Ian McShane, and the late, great Lance Reddick. Directed by Chad Stahelski. The beginning of probably the biggest action franchise of the last 10 years. Great movie. Number 7, from my X-Men collection, X-Men, Days of Future Past. Directed by Bryan Singer and starring the casts of both generations of films, as well as Peter Dinklage. My favorite X-Men movie from the actual X-Men movies, not including any of the offshoots. This is a terrific, terrific film. Okay, here we go. Number 6, Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Starring Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Samuel L. Jackson, and Robert Redford. Directed by the Russo brothers. This is an awesome, awesome film, and it's more grounded in reality than most of the superhero films. This one plays like a conspiracy thriller from the 70s. I absolutely love this movie. Top 5. Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy. Starring Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, and the voices of Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel. Written and directed by James Gunn. Awesome movie. I know I sound like a broken record, but this movie was so unexpected, so much fun. Number 4, Edge of Tomorrow. Starring Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt, Brendan Gleeson, and the late, great Bill Paxton. Directed by Doug Liman. Again, an unexpected treat that year. This is probably Tom Cruise's most fun movie. I absolutely love every moment of this movie. Number 3, Snowpiercer. Starring Chris Evans, Tilda Swinton, Ed Harris, and John Hurt. Directed by Bong Joon-ho. Again, another film that came out of nowhere for me. I did not see this theatrically. It got kind of a limited release. But my God, this movie is awesome. And not only is it one of the best graphic novel films ever, it's just a great science fiction film. Criminally underseen. If you get a chance to see this, please do. I cannot recommend this wonderful film enough. Number 2, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Starring Gary Oldman, Kerry Russell, Jason Clarke, and the incredible Andy Serkis as Caesar. Directed by Matt Reeves. My favorite Planet of the Apes film. Out of the entire franchise, this one's my favorite. But number 1 is The Raid 2. Written and directed by Gareth Evans. And here we go with some names again, guys. Sorry. Iko Uwais and Audrey Putra. And we're just going to stop right there. Without a doubt, the best action movie from that year. You can talk about John Wick all you want. If you say John Wick is the best action film from this year, you've never seen this film. The Raid 2 is an incredible achievement. It is a wonderful film. So to recap, 2014, number 1 is The Raid 2. Number 2 is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Number 3 is Snowpiercer. Number 4 is Edge of Tomorrow. Number 5 is Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 6 is Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Number 7 is X-Men, Days of Future Past. Number 8 is John Wick. Number 9 is Whiplash. And number 10 is Nightcrawler. All of these films are excellent in my opinion. Okay, here we go again. We're going to switch off to 2015. And I think everybody knows what the number 1 movie is going to be. But let's just see if we can throw a couple curveballs in the process. So, starting off again with number 10, we have Ex Machina, starring Domhnall Gleeson, Alicia Vikander, and Oscar Isaac. Written and directed by Alex Garland. This is a slow burn of a movie. It takes a while for it to get its hooks into you, but once it does, it's a great film. And it sticks with you afterwards. I love this movie. Number 9, Spy. Starring Melissa McCarthy, Rose Byrne, Jude Law, and Jason Statham. Written and directed by Paul Feig. Again, this movie kind of caught me by surprise, completely off guard. Hilarious film. Rose Byrne is a standout, but Jason Statham is absolutely hysterical in this film. Number 8, Drunk, Stoned, Brilliant, Dead, the true story of the National Lampoon. Starring cameos from everybody from Chevy Chase to Judd Apatow to so many more. This movie is directed by Douglas Trebola. It is not only one of the best documentaries I've ever seen, it is absolutely hysterically funny. If you get a chance to catch this on streaming, because I'm sure a lot of people don't want to blind buy something, if you catch this on streaming somewhere, I guarantee you will have a wonderful time. This is a hilarious, insightful documentary. Number 7, The Martian. Directed by Ridley Scott and starring Matt Damon, Jeff Daniels, Jessica Chastain, Michael Pena, and so many others. Excellent movie. One of Matt Damon's best performances. Great film. Number 6, The Hateful Eight. Written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, and starring Samuel L. Jackson, Kurt Russell, Bruce Dern, Walton Goggins, and Jennifer Jason Leigh. This is one of Quentin Tarantino's most underrated films, in my opinion. I absolutely love it. Top 5. Number 5, The Revenant. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, and Domhnall Gleeson. Directed by Alejandro Inarritu. DiCaprio finally won his Oscar for Best Actor for this film. Rightfully so, because this movie damn near killed him and Tom Hardy. This is a great movie. Number 4, from my Sicario double feature, the first film, Sicario. Directed by Denis Villeneuve and starring Emily Blunt, Josh Brolin, and Benicio del Toro. Incredibly tense movie. I love this movie. Top 3. Number 3, What We Do in the Shadows. Starring Jermaine Clement, Taika Waititi. Written and directed by Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi. Absolutely hysterical, funny comedy. To me, it's the funniest mockumentary since This Is Spinal Tap. And yes, I am including all of the Christopher Guest movies, which I do like. This one is funnier than all of them. I love this film. Number 2, Kingsman, The Secret Service. Written and directed by Matthew Vaughn, and starring Taron Egerton, Michael Caine, Colin Firth, and the wonderful Samuel L. Jackson, including a cameo by Mark Hamill. Again, one of those unexpected treasures that just came out of nowhere. This year was just filled with them. But this one was the most fun. And I absolutely love every moment of this film. It is just so, so fun. But number 1, sorry, Stuart, it's got to be Mad Max Fury Road. Starring Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, Nicholas Hoult, and Rose Keys Byrne. Directed by the legendary George Miller. Again, not to sound like a broken record, but one of the most unexpected pleasures from that year. I did not see this theatrically, had no desire to, because I love the original ones so much. I absolutely love this film. I think it's one of the best action films from the last 25 years. I know there are certain viewers that disagree with me, and that's fine. I love this film. So to recap, 2015. Number 1 is Mad Max Fury Road. Number 2 is Kingsman, The Secret Service. Number 3 is What We Do in the Shadows. Number 4 is Sicario. Number 5 is The Revenant. Number 6 is The Hateful Eight. Number 7 is The Martian. Number 8 is Drunk, Stoned, Brilliant, Dead, The Story of the National Lampoon. Number 9 is Spy. And number 10 is Ex Machina. So I hope you enjoyed these picks. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, a possible subscribe, but most importantly, leave those comments below. Let me know how you feel about these picks, and let me know what your favorite picks are for these years, and we'll see you on the next one.